This tutorial will walk you through setting up your Iliad account. Iliad is the electronic system used to request an item through Interlibrary Loan. The name Iliad is an acronym for Interlibrary Loan Internet Accessible Database. By having an Iliad account, you are able to request materials that Wiggins Library does not have from another library. The easiest way to set up your Iliad account is going to the library's homepage, www.lib.campbell.edu, where you'll find a link to Interlibrary Loan, which is under the Quick Links section. Once you've clicked that Interlibrary Loan link from the library's homepage, you are then taken to the Interlibrary Loan website, where you'll see a description of what Interlibrary Loan is, and you will also see a link to log into Iliad. When you click this link, it will take you to the Iliad log-on screen, where you will then enter in your web access username and password. This is what the logon screen for Iliad looks like. You will notice you will use your web access username and password to log into Iliad. The first time you sign in, you will be prompted to fill out a form, which I will show you next. Returning users, after you have signed in with your web access username and password, you will go directly into your Iliad account. The first time you log into Iliad using your web access username and password, you will see a form that looks very similar to this one. This form only has to be filled out once, and let me walk you through what some of the fields are that you'll be filling out. You will start by filling out this form by putting your first name, last name, and then your ID number. This is simply your Campbell ID. For the preferred notification method, by selecting email here, this allows our Interlibrary Loan Department to send you an email to notify you that your Interlibrary Loan material is here and ready for you. Email, you're going to want to put your Campbell email address in there. Daytime phone, put the best number where you can be reached during the day. For preferred article delivery method, you're going to use the drop-down menu there and select hold for pickup. And the same for preferred loan delivery method. You'll use the drop-down menu there and select hold for pickup. Our extended campus students will select mail to address. For the address fields, you're going to use your current mailing address. For status, you will use the drop-down menu to choose an option that best describes your status here at Campbell, faculty, staff, student. For department, you'll use the drop-down menu there and choose the department that closely resembles your major or the department you work in. For delivery location, you're going to select the ILL office. This is where your books and other materials will arrive, and we will hold them here for you. For the username and password fields, you're going to use your web access username and your web access password. Once you have these fields filled out, then you are ready to submit your form. Now that you have logged into your Iliad account, you can now place a request for an interlibrary loan material, such as a book or an article or even a book chapter. Also, through your Iliad account, you can view your history and see what items you've requested in the past. You can also see what items you've got currently checked out, and you can view your electronic journal articles that have been filled here. You will be sent an email that tells you your journal article is now available in Iliad, and you would log into Iliad and you would see your articles appear on this screen, and you'd be able to view those for upwards of 30 days. If you are requesting a journal article that Wiggins Library does not have, this is what the request form would look like for an article. Note that the fields with a red asterisk are the required fields, so you want to make sure you include that information when you're requesting a journal article. Notice things like article title, article author, not wanted after date. This is the date that if the article comes and it's too late, if it's past your paper deadline, you would want to include that date there. Any other information that you have about the article that would help expedite the process, you can go ahead and include that information in this form wherever you see fit. Once you have this form filled out, then you may hit the submit request button. Here's what the form for a book request looks like. Again, the fields with the red asterisk are the required fields, but the more information you can provide, the more helpful it will be as we try and fill your interlibrary loan request. When your interlibrary loan material has arrived, you will be notified, and this is what the notification screen will look like. You can get to this notification screen by going to Notifications, which is listed under the View section. Sometimes when you are using OneSearch, you will find an article or a book that Wiggins Library does not have access to. When that happens, you will see a screen that looks similar to this one. You will see though that there is a link that you can click on to submit a request through Interlibrary Loan. Once you click that link, Submit a Request through Interlibrary Loan, you are then prompted to log into your Iliad account. After logging into your Iliad account, you will see that all the appropriate fields are automatically populated in the request form with the information of the book or article that you are requesting. At this point, once you have verified that the fields are filled out correctly, you can then hit the Submit Request button. If you have any questions about creating an Iliad account or about Interlibrary Loan, please feel free to contact a librarian and we will be more than happy to answer your question. You may contact us by phone, email, in person, or by chat.